Hi, welcome to this video. And this is a video about my QuNeo. Keith McMillen came out in 2012, so it's 2021, so it's been out for a while. I treated myself to a brand new one. Sometimes I buy used gear, but I treated myself this time and I bought it brand new. It's about $200 US. It's got a couple of cool features. Like, the most amazing thing about this thing is the size of it. It's so small. So for me, I love playing with music, but I don't like getting out my big keyboard. And sometimes I just want to play around and I don't want to, have my big keyboard. Although my big keyboard has a lot of cool features. Like, I can plug MIDI straight into it and route it into my Cubase, or I can route MIDI out of my Cubase into my keyboard and then out to hardware and things like that. So it's really my go-to keyboard. It's a Remote SL37, and I've had it for a long time. So that's my big keyboard, but I have a small work area, and so that's why I really was interested in getting this QuNeo when it first came out, and then QuNexus. I was going to get a QuNeo, and then I was seeing what was out there, and I was like, wow, this looks cool. So I thought I'd just get this instead, because it's got like, the QuNeo has pads and this has keys, but they're basically just pads, right? And so anyways, today I'm going to talk about the QuNexus in 2021 and what kind of a little review of it, and I'm also going to show you the software, the QuNexus software editor that comes you can get on the Keith McMillen website to set up your QuNexus. So I've been playing around for a couple days with different VSTs, and I'll show you a couple of VSTs as well. So here's the QuNexus editor. One of the things that I'm just going to show you, the pitch bend is not your typical pitch bend. How you pitch bend is you kind of rock your finger. The other thing that's kind of interesting about this key is you can rock your finger on each key as well, top to bottom, for a different effect as well. And then of course it's got pressure sensitivity and velocity, and the keys light up as well. And there's some toggle switches as well. You can toggle like key hold. So if I toggle, I think it's A, that's key hold. So there, it'll stay on. See, it'll stay on. And then you can just hit it once and it'll turn it off. So then you toggle it, toggle A off, and that's off now. So I'm not going to talk about CV, but it's got CV input, CV output, and it's got MIDI expander input. So you can have a little thing you can buy from Keith McMillen, and then you can plug regular MIDI cables into your QuNexus with this little adapter thing. It's got a pedal in, which is really cool. It's got a pedal in jack, but it's just a tiny jack. It's not the big 1/4-inch jack. It's like the mini jack. So you need an adapter for your pedal. And anyways, the keyboard's like nice and solid feeling. Feels like it's got like metal inside it. And it's got a nice sort of soft sort of rubber case. And the buttons are really nice. The buttons are like little drum pads, actually. They're like little drum pads. So when you got the QuNexus editor, you've got 4 presets that you can program and send to your QuNexus for instant recall. And then you can store more than 4 presets in the software, and then you can load them up to your QuNexus whenever you want. And you can label them and stuff like that. and it gives you some pre-programmed ones as well. Now here's B, and you can also see here it's got two check boxes here, and these correspond to this window here, right? So you got the keyboard window, controller window, CV window. So these three windows. So we're not going to talk about CV window. We'll talk about the keyboard and controller window. So keyboard is just your basic keyboard settings for MIDI. And you can see the pitch bend is set to tilt. So that tilt feature I was saying where you rock your finger, that's called tilt. And that was set to pitch bend on this one. Channel pressure is set to nothing, and poly aftertouch is set to nothing. And these are all like, you can reset, you can actually set these to do a control channel too, right? So you can set tilt to do a control channel, but tilt is already set to pitch bend, so it won't let you do it to tilt here until you take this off. So you can't have tilt set to two different things on here. It can only be set to like a control channel or pitch bend, channel pressure, or poly aftertouch. Okay, so that's this window, and then there's this control layer. Now the controller layer controls each pad individually, and you can have other stuff too. And then you can turn that controller layer off just by unclicking that. So if you see, if I go to preset A, well here, I'll go to preset C, you can see controller layer is off. Preset B, it's on. Preset A, I had it off before, so we'll leave it off. Okay, and then you can save and send. So you go, for this one, as you can see, well, let's see this one here. No, A, I'll turn it back on again. Because on A, for the first key, I changed the tilt to 16 and the tilt returned to 17 just on this one pad. And, oh, look at that. So even per key, you can change the participate in controller per key. That's quite interesting. So this whole window can be changed per key. That's pretty wild. So anyway, so there's a, this is one is A. So I've already sent it. So when you want to send it to your controller, you just hit send preset to A, and then I do save, and it'll go send to A, and it sends it to the keyboard. So it's very, very fast. There's no waiting. It's pretty good. It's like takes seconds. And so that's the key. And then we're gonna, the last thing I'm gonna show you quickly is I'm gonna show you a couple of VSTs quickly. So I'm gonna load a kit into Geist, which is kind of like drum software. So we'll open a kit. So this is a kit. Let's try open another kit. Let's try opening another kit. Let's try, I think it's this one. Okay, we'll try one more kit. Maybe it was this one. So yeah, you can see that This is in Geist, and so if you want to map something, this is how you do it. So for tuning, you click on this little MIDI, enable MIDI, and then you click whatever you want to use. So say it's resolution, and then you can program it in. And then you can do different layers on this one. So there's another layer, same thing. And then you can turn it off. And then you have to make sure this is active. Active. And you can see it's working now. So it's really nice. It's an awesome drum controller. So now we will go into WaveStation. So here's WaveStation, and I think it's preset A. Yeah, preset A. As I told you, I had the tilt set to 16 and 17, and that controls this vector position on the WaveStation. So you can see it. It's nice and sensitive too. See how I can really gently move it left and right just by pressure on the top and the bottom of the switch. It's kind of really cool. So yeah, this is an oldie but a goodie WaveStation. Let's see if we can find some other ones on. There's some sort of jam ones, like there's jam something. Pop box. That really shows you. Okay, so that's WaveStation, and now we will go into, I'm going to go into Analog Lab 5. I have some problems with the individual Arturia instruments, but Analog Lab 5 is kind of like, I own like Analog Lab, or you know, the analog collection, but not the latest one, I think. So, but anyways, you can see some of them that I do own. So I think I own CMI, so we'll go into CMI, and we can edit the preset. Oh, we can open CMI. See, it says I don't have access to CMI, but I'm pretty sure I own CMI. Maybe not. Thought I did. Okay, I have ARP. I don't know the difference, but anyways, let's go to some other ones in Analog Lab. So we'll go to Home, and this one I own ARP 2600. So we'll edit a preset, and we'll open ARP 2600. See, so I have ARP 2600, so you can see the whole ARP 2600 right here. So it's actually easier. The MIDI implementation in Analog Lab 5 is way better than, there's something broken about the analog implementation in these individual ones that I'm finding anyways. I don't know, maybe I just don't have the latest version. But anyways, what I'm telling you is that, say I hit this little gear, go to MIDI, And now I have all the controls right here for MIDI. So say I want to control something on my, they're all set right here. See, here's all the controls right here, right? Those are all the controls right there. So, and they're all mapped in here, right? So you want to change the MIDI control channel, you just type it in. See, it's beautiful. I love it. So you just change the number. You want to control channel 20, you just type in 20, and away you go. So that's really nice. And then you want to add a control, you just add control, and it's all listed. They're all listed right here. So it's a little bit different. And that's how you do that. The MIDI learn is a little bit different, right? So it's not like you can just click on a key here and learn MIDI. So it's a little bit different, but I actually like this, prefer this way, except for that you don't, it's really hard to know what everything is, right? So anyways, you've got these keys here as well, right? And these ones can be mapped as well. So we'll just do that today. So we'll show you this. So yeah, I'm really, sometimes MIDI is frustrating. Everybody that's played with MIDI will know that it can be frustrating sometimes. So see with the purple and the red colors, you know MIDI learn is on. So yeah, there it is. It's not very good though. It's not very delicate, right? So it's not very gentle control. Yeah, that's better. Feels like it's trying to do too much at one time. Let's see. So I'll turn multicore off. Maybe that'll help it. Yeah, so I love Arturia, but it takes some getting used to, I guess. That's nice and responsive there. That's perfect. I love the response there. That's really nice. So I guess maybe some just use more processor power or something. I've got a pretty fast computer. It's maybe it's time for a new computer, I don't know. I think this is very software, like processor intensive, this program. So anyways, it says not responding. Okay, so anyways, let's get out of here. And I'll show you the individual ones. Let's do Jupiter 8. So this is the last one we'll do, is this Jupiter 8. Okay, So the Jupiter 8, we'll try preset. And we'll see what's going on with MIDI here. So we'll try voltage control filter resolution. That's actually pretty nice. So, but here again, on these ones, you can't just write in unassign. See, I just want to write in. See, it says learning. But I don't want it to learn. I want to just, you know, I want to, see, it's either MIDI learn is on or MIDI learn is off. There's no, so you can't just write in. See, it says MIDI control setup, unassigned, and you can't just choose. You can learn, like it'll listen, but I would rather just be able to type in which control channel I want to use. Like, see, it's assigned to channel control channel 16. So I'd rather just write in what channel it is. And so yeah, the MIDI programmability with these Arturia instruments is not as good as I'd want it to be. You know, they could go a lot deeper. For example, say that I wanted tilt to control two things at once. You can't control two things at once. So, you know, if you wanted tilt to control two things at once, see, and then I move over here, I want to control this as well with the same feature. Now I can't control this one. So anyways, overall, I would say it's an excellent little. This little Keith McMillen is a very nice little unit. It's definitely worth getting. I think. I think that they could do a little bit more with it. Not really. I mean, I think it's really good in general. So yeah, I think it's kind of a cool unit. They'll probably be coming out with a QuNexus 2 soon, maybe. I don't know. So I haven't shown you everything about it, but I hope that gives people an idea of what it's all about. Thanks for watching, and check out my other videos. Have a great day.